And not mad my kids give me all their almond joys. I know. Is almond joy like the candy that as a kid you were like, ew, but as a grown up you're like, oh, that's kind of good. Is it just me? Just Bad Girl? Just me? I'm with Rachel on that. So what? You just like making that face. Oh, that's freaky.
I think you want to leave this on tonight. You're going to roll over in bed. And this is what you'll see.
Help me. We do have a fun show for you tonight.
Well, yes, we do. We should get right into it because there's actually a lot to get to. We got a lot of fun packed into this show.
Halloween.
The question we like to ask is, what's going on?
What is going on?
And we have a picture here.
Oh, boy.
I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to rely on you to share a comment, a caption. What's going on here?
Have we shared this in the past? Why is this so familiar?
You know, this does look familiar. I didn't have it recorded whether we did or not. So,
hey,
whether we
we'll
did or not, I want
try
some new
fresh eyes.
New blood. Not everyone.
I don't know that we have, but it does seem a little.
Does it
familiar.
remind you of your childhood? Is that what it is from your nightmares?
Maybe that does kind of
a little bit of that
vibe.
Let's see. I was going to say something. Oh, the whole impetus for this costume came from our youngest daughter, Virginia, who's going as Harley Quinn. And
many of them guessed last week based on the hair job. And if you follow my Instagram, I think I put the finished product of last week. She had the little foils in her hair because, yes, one side is red and one side is blue. And boy, is it. It will be for a long time.
It is vibrant. It is vibrant.
Almost like my own hair tonight.
Yeah, that's
stark.
Vibrant.
I know.
Some might say.
I know. I like it.
It's almost like you fell in a vat of acid to get that color. That rosy hue.
What would you know about that?
Oh, a little bit. We'll talk about more of that later. But what do we got? Do we actually have any... can I give you this? If you just click on their thing, it'll pull them up. Oh,
so that's how blind you are tonight?
Well, I can see names. I can't tell what they say enough to really make this an effective segment.
Let's see. Oh, yes.
Click on their picture.
Oh, picture. Helen. Helen says, when you hire the scarecrow to babysit. Ah, yes. It looked like a reliable source from the wanted ads, didn't it? But no.
Careful what you get.
Okay, your cousin Andrew's back. Hello, Andrew. Jason's creeping me out. Yeah, this is just a little bit of his alter ego, you guys. I don't know how much you know that about him, but you should know that, Andrew. You should
this
know
whole
that.
art thing doesn't work out. I may lead to supervillainy. It sounds like fun.
This is like
anarchy,
when
confusion.
Fighting adultitis goes like over the edge a little bit. Oh, Mary Beth, I didn't even get to read it. Let's see. It's the original Jack the Pumpkin King asking kids what they want for Christmas. It does kind of have that vibe of like, hey, come sit on my lap. Ooh, creepy, right? All right. Brittany says, reminds me of Return to Oz, which, are you familiar with Return to Oz? I've heard of it. I don't know much about it. Brenda says, before Santa was a thing, kids used to visit Jack. Can't sit on his lap because he's also part skeleton. Ooh, creepy. Oh, my glasses are gone. Creepy.
I've got a non-family friendly thing in my head right now, and it's dying to come out.
This is quite the vibe here tonight. All right, let's see. I'm sure you weren't the only one that thought that. But Nick, good to see you, Nick. Nick says Jason's favorite character who's played the Joker.
Ooh, that's a question.
Ooh,
it's a question.
I was thinking it was a caption.
Ooh, well.
That's gonna be. Is that easy or hard?
It's pretty easy. But it's close.
Yes.
There were, as many fans might say, it seemed impossible for Jack Nicholson to be topped. I mean, he was the gold standard.
Yes, he was.
Until the late, great Heath Ledger, who just... However, I will say I greatly enjoyed Joaquin Phoenix's version.
Yes, Joaquin.
Just if Heath is A1, he's A2, I would say.
How would you think that Heath would have gotten topped? And then Joaquin.
Well,
Yeah?
he didn't. I think Heath is the best. But
All right.
in my opinion.
All right.
But we're going to actually talk a little bit later about Cesar Romero, who was the 1966 version.
Oh.
Different vibe altogether, but there's some fun there as well.
Nice.
What else we got, Kim?
All right, Wes. Good to see you, Wes. Wes says, maybe the kids won't notice the babysitter was busy tonight. If you are a parent, you've had that moment.
Can I buy an hour? Can we get an hour? That's all.
It's the original iPad, let's be honest. All right, let's see. Sharon says, how to decorate a pole dancer pole. Check out the neck.
Taking it to another level.
Another level. I took that back because I was like, are we still talking about that? I'm like, yep, wait for it. Yeah, interesting. All right, let's see. I think I may have caught them all. I think we've talked about this one.
Well,
that's okay.
There's new people.
There are. And I think
I love that little girl. She's so eager and happy.
She's
she's
trustworthy.
Been waiting for this moment all year. Is this the Great Pumpkin?
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Finally, Martha. Linus, he's here.
Same wavelength.
You guys, you didn't read that? Oh, you couldn't read it. You guys thought of it.
How does it feel to be on the same wavelength with me, Martha?
Oh, Martha, run! And then Brenda asks, "Is the girl holding his hand?" That does make it creepier.
Just a little bit.
Oh, I think you're right, Brenda. Good catch on that.
Some interesting things going on.
Yeah, and we all agree that's not a real person, right?
The Great Pumpkin is real, Kim.
Oh, well, good point.
I mean, don't let that slip out, or he will not visit us this year.
Martha says, pretty creepy at the moment. Amen to that, Martha. I'm so sorry.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Okay, well,